estimated 300 police personnel turned up at the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston this morning to support the Jamaica Police Federation's efforts to get the government of Jamaica to honor overtime back payments. Here is Colleen May with the details on this story.
The Police Federation and representatives of the government failed to reach a settlement today regarding unpaid overtime wages reportedly owed to rank-and-file members from 2008. Over 300 police officers of the Jamaica Constabulary Force turned up at the Supreme Court in downtown Kingston this morning, chanting and singing as their case got underway. The members, attired in black and red with red ribbons, gathered outside the court in a show of solidarity. Among those present at the court are immediate past chairman of the Federation, Arlene McBean, and its current chairman, Corporal Rohan James. Following the court session today, Corporal James said this action by the government is a travesty of justice.
The government yet again has demonstrated the lack of good faith, as they had promised, that the next occasion when the matter comes up in court, they would be prepared to have a settlement. They proposed that they would advance settlement from 2008, notwithstanding the matter is from 2008. They are prepared only to settle from 2018, which is a travesty of justice, knowing that they have acknowledged that these monies are in fact owed to the membership. And we are hoping that on the next occasion when we appear in court on the 16th of December, good sense will prevail and the government will honor its obligation, knowing that the rank-and-file membership and the people of Jamaica and the international communities are looking on and watching with bated breath as to the government's seriousness about crime, criminality and violence, and that the officers should never be distracted by our employer, who should underscore the significance of security to this nation. The government is merely prepared to honor only a portion of the claim thereof, and the Federation is not prepared to sacrifice the members' hard work that they have already earned these monies, and many members would have lost their lives, and we expect that their estates will be compensated accordingly.
A pre-trial hearing is now set for December 16, 2021. If there is no settlement at the pre-trial, the matter is expected to go to trial. The court set a window for trial from January 7, 2022 to April 8, 2022. Corporal James said that come December 16, he hopes that good sense will prevail while imploring police officers not to neglect the security of the nation as they await the government's decision.
The environment that the government has created, they have acted in bad faith, and the membership today have journeyed from all over the island to be here. We have to be turning back a number of our members and imploring upon them not to leave the citizens vulnerable and unprotected. And whilst we are here seeking to have the court determine the income, we cannot neglect the security of the nation and the partnership that they have duly acknowledged that they are partners with the police, despite our employers and the government not seeming to have acknowledged that this is a prerequisite to the interest of national security. And we are hoping that good sense will prevail on the 16th of December. There will be absolutely no sick-out. We have in the past reassured the members and the community at large that we serve that the Police Federation and under my leadership does not intend to withdraw security from the nation. Because to me, it is a critical pillar for economic growth, and since it is that we are championing equity for everyone, it is only fair that we seek to honor our end of the bargain to deliver safety and security to the nation.
One police officer explained that herself and other officers worked very hard for their wages as they face many dangers every day.
We have to face the line of duty every day, gunmen shooting at us. We are being classed and classified as the worst, but yet we have to save this whole country, leaving our families behind. We are glorified security guards. Security guards are getting much more pay than us. They are being treated better than us, and it is unfair to us. The government needs to pay some attention so we can go back to norm to take care of this country. The country needs us. And therefore, we work hard for it, very hard. Look at the crime statistics. If without police, it would have been worse. Please, we're asking government, sir, pay some attention. Give us what is due to us. If you can't, give us what a reasonable offer. Reasonable offer, we're begging. A reasonable offer. What if nothing comes out of it? I won't say anything, sir. I reserve the right to remain silent in that one. Yeah, we're fed up. You see, I can't do my hair. I have to trim it because we don't have the money. We're fed up.
One resident who spoke with our news team asked the government to give the police officers what's rightfully theirs, noting that they are the ones that are keeping citizens safe.
Mr. Holness, let's be fair today. The Jamaica Constabulary Force, they work assiduously hard. Through rain, through sun, through storm. Hungry. Some of them, I see them on the corner, they want one bottle of water. Sometimes I buy all 2 bottles of water, carry go give them. Nothing. Anything what them ask for, them deserve it. Because you see them boy out here, them boy are not easy. Them not easy to deal with. And them have to be behind them. PP, clock, PP, right through the day, right through the night. So when I shot fire in the community, and you know hear one police, you don't feel good. You know your bed, and you hear 1 and 2 shots. First, second thing you look for, I listen for is police. Them work, them forget anything what them ask for. If them ask for Air Force One, let them get it with immediate effect. Air Force One, Mr. Holness, give them what they ask for. Please and thank you, sir.
Reporting for Mello TV News, I'm Colleen May.
Thank you, Colleen, for that report. In other news tonight, the dispute between Caribbean Cement Company Limited and the Union of Clerical, Administrative and Supervisory Employees over the profit-sharing scheme has been resolved. That's according to a statement from UK's this morning that an agreement was reached at a conciliatory meeting held at the Ministry of Labour and Social Security, which ended last night under the chairmanship of Gillian Corodas, Divisional Director, Industrial Relations and Allied Services. Under the agreed terms, the production employees will be paid 5% of their basic pay for the year 2020 before but not later than December 8, 2021. The other 2 issues that led to the workers taking industrial action last Tuesday will be the subject of further discussions between the company and the union. The union team was led by UK's President Vincent Morrison, while the company's team was led by Human Resource Manager Jorge Camelo. Still making the news tonight, following Monday's major demonstration by some residents living in northwest St. Catherine over lack of water, the Member of Parliament for the area, Hugh Graham, says he is assuring residents of the Orangefield community in his constituency that the National Water Commission, NWC, has committed to completing improvement works to their water supply system within 4 weeks. The residents were invited by the MP to join him at the community centre for a meeting following Monday's demonstration. Mr. Graham, in a statement today, said he has now been given the assurance from the NWC following the meeting. The Member of Parliament said that the NWC has provided a 3-point plan leading to the improvement over the next 4 weeks. This, he says, includes the commissioning of a newly dug well to provide 2.5 million gallons of water per day, commissioning newly installed pumps to ensure water reaches hilly areas, and completion of interconnection works. He said NWC teams are also in the final stages of certification of the electrical systems to facilitate the improved pumping. Now, Mr. Graham welcomed the improvement plan and said he sympathizes with the citizens who have been patient for a long time with the substandard service from the existing Jericho supply system. This system has become inadequate due to increased demand. Still tonight, More than 500 vaccinated supporters of the JLP are slated to participate in the Jamaica Labour Party's 78th Anniversary Conference, which is scheduled for Sunday, November 28 at the National Arena in Kingston. The JLP is reportedly putting the final touches on the preparations for what is being described as Jamaica's first really digital annual conference by a political party to be held under the theme Building Back Stronger. Head of the party's Public Relations Committee, Matthew Samuda, in giving an update on its preparations yesterday, said that so far they are where they need to be in terms of preparation and the final details are being completed, and they are looking forward to the event. He further noted that members of the party will be able to have direct input during the digital conference. Mr. Samuda also stated that the JLP is going through the process of writing to the various state agencies to ensure that its plans for the conference meet all the provisions of the DRMA. Meanwhile, the Jamaica Labour Party, JLP, says special focus will be placed on Westmoreland at its conference on Sunday. Speaking at a press conference in Trelawney today, JLP's deputy leader Desmond McKenzie said the party will show its respect to the people of Westmoreland for sweeping all 3 seats in the 2020 election. According to McKenzie, who is also chair of the party's 78th annual conference, the party will conduct its first interactive digital political conference in Jamaica that will show the country the steps that are being taken in the COVID-19 recovery. And we go now to tonight's COVID-19 update. 59 new cases and 2 additional COVID-19 related deaths have been recorded, increasing the total of confirmed cases for Jamaica to date to 90,961, while total fatalities have now increased to 2,367. The deceased are an 87-year-old female from Trelawney and a 69-year-old female from Kingston and St. Andrew. Meanwhile, of the new infections, 33 are women and 23 are men, ranging in age from 4 months to 93 years. In tonight's COVID-19 parish breakdown, Kingston and St. Andrew recorded 21 cases, St. Catherine 7 cases, St. James 9 cases, St. Anne and Westmoreland recorded 5 cases each. Portland, St. Elizabeth, St. Mary and Trelawney recorded 2 cases each. St. Thomas 1 case, and Clarendon, Hanover and Manchester have no cases on record for the stipulated period. In the meantime, there were 103 additional recoveries, increasing the total of recovered persons now to 62,171. Continuing with the news tonight, the Tourism Product Development Company Limited, TPDCO, yesterday virtually launched the first local tourism app to feature only Jamaica Tourist Board JTB licensed and COVID-19 compliant tourism entities. The app, named Explore Jamaica, was created by the organization's Management and Information Systems MIS department and currently features 106 tourism entities from all 6 resort areas. The entities fall in the categories of accommodations, attractions, bike and car rentals, tour operators, places of interest, and water sports. Minister of Tourism Edmund Bartlett underscored the importance of the app as the sector continues its recovery process. According to TPDCO's newly appointed Executive Director, Wade Mars, this mobile app will not take away the value or quality of their services. Instead, it will allow them to be even more responsive and will give their guests the opportunity to connect with the destination even more. The new app will include features such as a travel guide with cost estimator and a complete travel blog to capture user reactions and comments. Explore Jamaica is currently available at no cost on Google Play and will soon appear on Apple's App Store for iOS users. Still making Mello TV news, the Ministry of Labor and Social Security is hosting a virtual hospitality job fair to fill several vacancies at a 5-star hotel in Trelawney. Director of the Electronic Labor Exchange, ELE, Lyndon Ford, said that there is an urgent need for skilled individuals, and as such, he is encouraging persons living in the geographical locations of Trelawney, St. James, and St. Anne who have the skills and experience and want to work with a 5-star hotel to take advantage of this opportunity. They are recruiting heavily for waiters, bartenders, housekeepers, plumbers, carpenters, air conditioning technicians, and front desk personnel. He noted that it is absolutely important that persons with the required skill sets take up these positions. Interested persons are required to post a detailed resume to the Labor Market Information System at lmis.gov.jm by tomorrow, November 26. They should also have a valid email address, and shortlisted applicants will be interviewed face-to-face during the period November 29 to December 2. For the interview, persons should have valid identification, tax registration number TRN, national insurance number, a passport-sized photograph, and the original certificates of their qualifications. And that's our news package for you tonight. Thank you for tuning in to Mello TV Evening News at 8. I am Shelley Hill. Do stay safe and pleasant viewing.